Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm releasing a 3-part video series on mastering the punching mitts. Now this is applicable for boxing, mixed martial arts, and of course, reality-based self-defense. Now please watch the videos in order because that's the best way to process the information. Also, if you could do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe and share. It helps with the YouTube algorithms and we want to make this channel grow. As always, pay attention and good luck. Before we begin, it's important to understand that the person holding the pair of mitts is called a feeder, while the person striking the mitts is called a striker. Another important thing to understand about is the safe way to hold focus mitts. Never hold a focus mitt directly in front of your face because the impact is going to cause the mitt to hit you in the face. So always be aware of safety. From a side profile, you'll see that I hold the mitt away from my face for Brad to strike. I never hold it directly in my face, and I always give proper tension against the mitt. So my muscles are tense, so it gives the striker significant resistance. So he's actually hitting something. So you don't want to hold a mitt with no resistance, and you definitely don't want to put a mitt directly in front of your face or directly in front of right under your groin because again, the impact of the kick can cause damage to you. Most commercial focus mitts will have some sort of Velcro wrist wrap that will allow you to wrap around your wrist. So if the punch is really strong, the mitt will come off, but it won't fly off your hand and break a window or hit somebody in the face. Sometimes in contemporary fighting arts, when a mitt is hit and it flies off someone's hand and they have forgotten to wrap the Velcro around the wrist, they have something called penalty push-ups because it's a safety issue. I don't usually wrap my wrist with the Velcro because I'm familiar with this striker. I've been training him for many years, and I can provide significant resistance and tension around the finger points right here on the mitt, so I'm not going to lose control of it. Just understand that if you don't wrap it around your wrist, there's a very good chance that the mitt will fly off and cause some damage, so be aware of that. What we're going to do now is show you how to hold the mitt for various kicking techniques in the kicking range. The first technique we're going to show you is how to hold it for a vertical kick to the groin. We're going to put 2 mitts together and we're going to place them at the groin level, and Brad is going to demonstrate the vertical kick. Notice when I hold the mitts, I don't keep it close to my groin. I stretch it away and I hold it at the height level of the groin. I don't hold it too high and I don't hold it too low. I match it to the same height of my groin. So this is the vertical kick. We do not use one hand, we use 2 because this can be a very powerful kick and we don't want to lose control of the mitts. So this is the position for the vertical kick. And this is, again, we're kicking the opponent's groin. Next is the push kick, and the push kick is delivered to the opponent's thigh, some cases even the kneecap. What we're going to do is we're going to use 1 mitt and we're going to stretch it out away from our body, and Brad is going to execute the push kick. And this is simulating a kick to the thigh. Notice how when I hold the mitt out, I do not lock my elbow because this can damage it. I keep a slight bend in the arm and provide significant resistance. And this other mitt that's not being utilized is just placed against my thigh because I don't want him to be confused with another technique. So I just keep it out of the way. This is the push kick. Then we have the side kick, and the side kick is obviously delivered to the side of the body. So what I'm going to do is stretch this arm out to the side, and Brad's going to throw a side kick out. And again, I'm going to provide significant resistance. My elbow is not completely locked, and I'm holding it to the side at an angle that facilitates the kick. That is the side kick, which is delivered to the kneecap or the shin bone. And finally, in contemporary fighting arts, we have the hook kick, which is another low line kick. It's used, executed or delivered from the rear leg. And what I'm going to do is stretch both arms out with a slight bend in the elbows. And Brad is going to execute the hook kick, hitting with either the shin bone or the dorsum of the foot. The dorsum means the shoelace area of the foot. And he's going to throw the kick. Now with the focus mitts, you do not want to throw a extremely powerful hook kick because it can really cause damage. It is a tremendously powerful kick, and we're just using this for accuracy and some speed. So Brad is not unloading it. So it's very important not to have your partner tear into you with a hook kick with focus mitts. You're better off hitting a kicking shield, tie pads, or even a heavy bag. So let's recapitulate. We have the vertical kick, we have the push kick, we have the side kick, and then back up a little, Brad, we have the hook kick. So these are the different ways you can hold a focus mitt for kicking range techniques. Next, I'm going to show you how to hold the focus mitt for just some of the punching range techniques that your striker might have in his arsenal. So for Brad to throw a finger jab, you're going to hold the mitt up head level. Notice again how I keep the mitt away from my face, and he's executing a quick finger jab, which is delivered off the lead hand. Then we have the rear palm heel. I'm going to use the other mitt for Brad to throw a rear palm heel. Notice how I hold it to the height of the head, and I angle it slightly to try to replicate that of the nose or a chin. This is the rear palm heel. So we have finger jab and then rear palm heel. Same thing for a lead straight. So when he throws a lead straight, I'll hold the mitt up to approximately 5'10", 5'11", and he will throw the lead straight off the lead side. Then the rear cross, which is similar to the rear palm heel. Notice again, I'm holding the mitt away from my face, but keeping it centered with his line of target. So these are linear techniques in which he's throwing at the focus mitts. Again, finger jab, rear palm heel, lead straight, rear cross. We also hold the mitts a little bit differently than some conventional schools. For Brad to throw the lead straight, we're holding the opposite arm because I want Brad, when he throws the punch, to cross my center line. I don't want to use the same side because there's always a possibility he throws the punch that it could slide into my face. Yeah, I've seen it happen many times with students. For safety purposes, we use the opposite hand. So Brad is coming across, rear hand coming across. Just make sure that you're holding the target at the proper angle that would be presented in a street fight. So again, finger jab, rear palm heel, lead straight, and rear cross. These are linear tools, or linear punching range tools that you would use on the focus mitts. Now I'm going to show you how to hold the focus mitts still within the punching range, but for some circular blows. Brad's going to throw a lead hook punch. Now when you hold the focus mitt for a lead hook punch, you don't want the mitt to be completely perpendicular to your center line. That's going to cause his wrist to bend. So when I hold it for Brad, I'm going to hold it approximately at a 45-degree angle from my center line. So here's the target for a lead hook. And again, Brad's throwing it very controlled, very slow for demonstration purposes. Notice how, again, don't throw the punch yet. I do not hold it like this. I angle it for him, so that creates the proper alignment for wrist and forearm. Thank you. Now the rear hook, again, same concept. I'm not holding directly center point 90 degrees. I'm going to have it 45, and he throws the hook punch. So very important to understand that. Now we also have uppercuts. When I'm holding for an uppercut, a rear uppercut, you want to hold the mitt approximately 45 degrees. You do not want to hold it parallel to the ground because A, it's not a realistic angle advantage, and B, it can cause damage to the wrist. So we're going to hold it approximately 45-degree angle. So this is for the rear uppercut, rear uppercut, rear uppercut. For the lead uppercut, lead uppercut, lead uppercut. So rear uppercut, lead uppercut. Lead hook punch, rear hook punch, lead uppercut, rear uppercut. So these are some of the circular punching range tools that you can use with the focus mitts. Finally, we have grappling range techniques that you can deliver on the focus mitts. From this position, we have the rear horizontal elbow, and the lead horizontal elbow. And I'm holding it just like I would hold that for a rear and lead hook. Make sure the mitt is away from your face, away from your body, and you're going to hold it approximately 45 degrees from your center line. So this is a rear and a lead horizontal elbow. We have the short arc hammer fist, and what we're going to do is we're going to hold the mitt up about head level. We're going to angle the mitt approximately 45 degrees from the floor, so it's going to replicate that of a bridge of the nose. And Brad's just going to whip his hand down into the focus mitts. It's a devastating first strike technique, and you could learn more about the short arc hammer fist if you look into the first strike program that we have. We also have, you can hold the mitts for the headbutt. You're going to put one mitt behind the other. You're going to keep it away from your face, and Brad is going to grasp the back of the mitts, and he's going to pull it in for the headbutt. So this is a headbutt. So we have, again, the rear horizontal elbow, lead horizontal elbow, short arc hammer fist. We have the headbutt. We also have the knee, the vertical knee. We're going to put one mitt on top of the other, keep it away from our groin, away from our center line, and Brad is going to reach over, and he is going to pull the mitts down into, a little bit lighter please, into his knee. So this is a rear vertical knee, a close quarter technique. So there are many other strikes that can be delivered at CQC range. We're just showing you a few of them, and it's just very important to understand that these focus mitts can be used in all ranges of combat: kicking range, punching range, and finally grappling range. The great thing about focus mitts is that not only can you develop offensive skills, but defensive skills as well. For example, I can attack Brad with a haymaker, he would mid-block. I can attack the other side, mid-block. I could throw body shots, he would elbow block, elbow block. I could throw linear body shots, he would parry. I could throw linear shots to his face, he would parry again, other side. So the great thing about these mitts is I can also attack, so my partner can develop his defensive skills as well.